What's up, guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Alan the God, and today's video is going to be about my new server. I finally finished it. After hours and hours of countless tedious work, trying to balance the guns, the armor, the monsters, just to make a perfect expansion for this game, because basically that's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to mod it crazy, 999 times mining, crazy stuff. I don't need all that extra random, insane base building crap. I wanted like a real survival game, and I decided this game's really good, but it needed a lot more. I figured, like, in most games, like when you kill monsters, better loot drops. No loot really drops in these unless you're hitting a specific special monster in this game. So I added a whole new loot system, all new weapons, all new armor, bunches of different drops and instances and timed events, and literally all kinds of good stuff. But let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you right here the server name so you guys can join there. True RPG, survival, custom weapons, armor, enemies, drops, and more. There's the description right there for you guys, so you guys know there is no admin. Just because I own the server does not make me an admin. I am not going to admin anything on the game unless it has to do with hacking, and that's about the only thing I'm gonna mess with on the server. But besides that, is a strictly just surviving server. So if you need help, you better find a duo partner or a trio, because that's literally the only help you're gonna get. I'm not dropping anything, because I remember the last time I opened a server, that's everyone was asking, make me admin, drop me free stuff. Nope. This is a strictly survival server. You have to survive if you want to play this one. But there's so much more to do in here, so many more monsters, so much more loot, and all that good stuff that'll make you want to stay in here. So let's get right into it. Like I said, I didn't want to make it crazy, so all I did was multiply the wood and everything by pretty much 15 and 20, 25 for the steel, because steel's a harder thing to get, obviously. I made it instant build, so you don't have to have crazy build time or none of that. Smelting time is really low to 1 second, so I boosted it a little bit, but I made it so it was still playable with basically all these crazy weapons and everything that I made. I thought it would be a lot better if you had a better base to protect it, and it would make better for fighting and everything else when you're in battle. So a lot of things went into account when I was making this expansion. So the next little part I got to show you, that I left normal. Right off bat, I left that normal. I'm not going to mess with that. I figured everything pretty much spawns at a decent rate and comes at a decent time. If you're impatient, that's just how it is. But like, it works this way because if people know when a specific thing spawns in a room, that means someone else probably has done the same thing and probably knows when it spawns too. It'll make more battles when trying to fight over the purple and blue rooms and all that good stuff. So it just made more of an intense situation, because people will be timing it for certain things, and there won't be 4 drops on the map, so you don't have to worry about fighting somebody. Like, I wanted the action. That's the whole point of the survival part. So that's all normal. Special parameters, I think, yeah, I added some stuff for surviving or survival server opening. You get some free stuff, but for the most part, it's not anything special. It's just some weapons, some armor, some basic stuff. But this is really what I wanted to show you more than anything. As you can see, I've made a lot of armor. Literally every bit of armor that you could possibly have in this game that'll allow you to use, I made. So there is so much extra loot to get off this. And the thing about it that was really cool is that I made it so it's not coming from an airdrop. It's not coming from a freight. You don't have to kill the tank or the heli for it. This is specifically off monsters that I've created in the game that you kill to get this specific loot. And it is all graded. So ballistic armor is obviously the least strongest armor, but it is stronger than the steel armor. So it basically goes your regular cloth, normal outfit. Then it's, hide, bone armor, then your iron armor, then your steel armor, then it's ballistic armor, and then war paint, and so on. And it all increases in defense and head defense on the helmets and all that good stuff, all the way up to, obviously, as you can see, God Helm, which would be the best armor that you can possibly get. But like I said, if you want the God Helm or the God Armor, any of those parts, you got to kill the strongest monster in the game that I put in here. So everything is basically by the specific monster that you have to kill to get it in specific areas on the map that I spawned it. So there's a lot to do on this server. Like I said, I went crazy just to give more gameplay to everybody on here because I was tired of going in social servers and admin abuse, or they help a bunch of other people constantly. Like, this game is survival. Like, if you downloaded this game, you obviously like games to survive and battle other people, and I just thought this was really awesome. And like I said, not only are these drops from all these different monsters, it's a probability drop. So it's not just going to drop all this items for you. You get a chance of getting these items, which I thought that was great too. It makes it like an old Diablo 2 type feel, where it's not the same loot every time you kill something. You have a chance of getting something rare, and, you know, it gives you an advantage over somebody else. So I also, on top of armor, as you can see, made a lot of different weapons. And they all do crazy stuff, crazy fire rates, different kinds of stuff that you wouldn't expect in game. I have a sniper revolver here that literally is a sniper. It's not a one-shot kill if you got good armor on, but if you don't have armor on, or if it's under steel, you'll probably die. That sniper revolver is really strong, but I thought it would really cool. It only one in the clip, and if you're good at shooting with the revolver and you can aim really well, that'll be a good pistol for you. I also made something called the Snow Viper. It's basically like a shotgun pistol. It shoots 6 shots all in one. So, and like, I'll show you some of the stats so you can see. You can set the quality, the durability. Everything is balanced in this game, from durability to literally everything. The quality, so it has like a certain quality. Is it sellable? The cost of durability every time it's shot or used. And right here, like I said, 6 shots per burst. So every time you shoot with it, it'll shoot 6 shots at once. So it's like a shotgun feel. So like I said, lots of cool items and armor and weapons. A lot to do in this server. Added different monsters. Lucky oak trees that drop really good loot if you can find them and chop them down. They take a little bit of time to chop down, but that's the whole point, unless you're going to shoot it with a gun, which you can do too. Meg the Stallion, I added some horses. So those are pretty cool. You don't see them in the normal game, so I thought it was pretty sweet to see it in this game. Just a lot of, as you can see, a lot of different codes I had to get right, and a lot of testing to make sure all these drops worked and pretty much everything. And then I got a boss spawn. That's the only thing I really done on this game, but basically every 12 hours in game, a monster or a boss will spawn, and it drops the best loot in game. So if you can kill it and you have an option to kill it, go ahead and try that. It is going to be very intense. It's a hard monster to kill, so you might need another person unless you are just that savage. But basically, yeah, like I said, that's basically the start of the new server. I'm going to be doing another revamp on it eventually, so that I can add a couple more weapons. Maybe so a few little things I went into the server that I want to change on some of the damage on some of the weapons, but for the most part, everything is pretty well balanced. So if you want a good server with lots of different loot and an expansion basically to the original game, and you don't want any admin abuse, you don't want people, you know, getting better stuff than you because he owns a server and he can do whatever he wants, deletes your house, destroys your cabinet. Like, I've seen it all, and this is not what I was going for. I basically want to make a Last Island of Survival Part 2. So if that's what you're looking for, like I said, look me up in social servers, True RPG Survival, and I should pop up on the list there. And anyways, thank you for tuning in, and I hope to see you on my server. Can't even talk today. All right. Criticism, many visions, optimistic intermissions, popular